What's up, everybody who's coming in right now? I see some people. Dibble's in the house. Looks like Cliggly Clag's in the house. Trying to get some other people. This is not a scheduled normal thing. It might be. Depends. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, we're getting ready in the background. Because you know how it works if you've been here before. Once we hit the timer, that means we're going to be live. This is not going to be a real long one, but it's kind of cool. I got a bunch of stuff. Sound like Christopher Walken. And I'm going to open it up. And we're going to see what I got. I haven't even opened it yet. One I did, actually. I did one. A couple different manufacturers, and we're going to look at the newness on Monday. What's up, everybody? I see a lot more people are starting to come in. It's a Monday. Hope your Monday's okay. I hate freaking Mondays. But anyways, this Monday's exceptionally well. I had one of my main big sponsors send me a couple boxes, and then I had another company send me a box. And so I haven't opened these boxes. I'm going to unbox them on here on this Unboxing New Frames Newness Monday. It's always crazy here, kids. But we have a lot of fun. Like I said, 2020 season, we're changing things up. We're trying to add to the show, add to everything. So hopefully we can cover all the bases in the drone world. And so today we're going to be talking frames, things that I like, that I got the past couple days. What? Aaron Corney, remember your video, part of your video, that wonderful DRAC formation flights at the clouds at 399 feet is in the intro that we're going to see here momentarily, because I'm going to get ready to kick this timer on. Trying to get Rotor in and also Beehive Brian. I don't know if I can get either one in. I might be doing this solo, even though Real Deal George is in the house, and so is One Man Party Marty. But we'll see how it goes. So sit tight, kids. What's up, Rue? What's in the box? That's what I said to her. And I got to get my buttons ready. Right there, see? Wasn't even ready on that one. So we know how it works. If you've been here before, once the timer goes, that means it's the official time. When that hits 0, that means we're going to be going live for sure. Oh my goodness, this we go.
Oh yes.
Yep. So there we go. What's up, Corny? What do you say? Yeah, Nano Drac in the clouds. That's all yes again on that one. All right, kids. Look for the timer to come up probably in the next minute. All right, here we go. Here goes the timer. Enjoy this one. This one is last week's. You know how it goes. I don't release the new ones until the next Drum Hanger episode, which will be this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So be here, because if you got videos that you posted throughout the past 2 weeks, trust me, I've been looking at them and I've been highlighting the ones I want to feature. So enjoy this. We'll be here, and we'll be back in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Cornet.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold veil, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot ash trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold comfort
What up, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of, well, we'll call it the shit show, because it's not officially the Drone Hanger. So we're doing a lot of changes here, and we're trying to get shit done. But I promise you, it's not going to go the way you expected, because we zig and zag and we go all over the place. Today we actually do have some information to give. So destination information is where we're heading. Today we have the real deal George. You probably don't remember him, but he's a real former military drone operator. So when we think we know what we're doing, this motherfucker knows it all. So luckily he showed up. He's a good friend of mine. His name's the real deal George. So we're going to talk about some frames today that I got in the mail from RiteWing, and I got a frame from Toughone. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit and say hi to George. Hi, George. You need a microphone. Yeah, so before Marty, well, I mean, Marty is here, but he is going to go stuff his gullet and put more food in there. You going to bring your food out here? What's that? He can't give up the power of the microphones. He knows it. Noob? Who's noob, stank squirrels? What you talking about, son? Get you some. But it's cool to have everybody in here. And I didn't even give an applause to my Chatty Cathy group because we kind of skipped to that one. Oh, see, there you go. Perfect timing. Zigging and zagging. Make sure I got this going. All right, we're going to switch over. And we're going to give an applause to our Chatty Cathy group. They're in here. Let's try to adjust the mic. Let me know if it's okay. It was a little loud the other day when I played it back because we tend to watch our own show just to learn. What's up, gents? Said Mad Sloper. What's up? Corny. I like saying it that way because I'm trying to make it sound oh so sexy. You talking to your microphone now?
Yeah, I think so. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Check 1 2. Do you like the microphones? I need to turn my volume up, man. Hold on, you gotta bear with me. You can stop. Hey, introduce yourself, man. Let me give you a little more of the cam. There we go. A little more of the cam.
I'm not even really in here.
There you go.
So it's kind of funny. I actually worked backwards, right? I started out with commercial and high-end drones and million-dollar drones, and I've worked my way back into $100 recreational drones somehow.
There you go. There's the volume. It sounds so much better. Okay. Oh, what I want to do? I know what I want. I'm going to applause myself. That's what I want to do. That's noise. A little hot. Yeah, now everything's more balanced. I can hear myself better. I couldn't hear me. Talk into the microphone one more time.
Oh, you couldn't hear me before?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, great.
A little bit more. I got to adjust your volumes. We should have done this beforehand, but then again, that's why we played this song all the damn time. Copyright slam. Copyright slam. I got 4 of them last episode. That's a new record. Still, it was okay. So this coming week on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, that's the Real Drone Hanger. Make sure to be here. It's going to be a good episode. And let's see if we can get 6 copyright slams. It's been an ongoing thing lately. Is YouTube's been slamming my videos because of the underlying music that's playing in the background. You know, you hear it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
I see a lot of people working hard to avoid that, Shelby.
Not here. Not here at the Drone Hanger. We don't give a shit.
Not worried about monetization?
Oh no, my whole channel's not monetized. I've never done that.
Oh, cool.
And I just didn't feel like it was a thing to do. Nor did I really think I could get any, to be honest. I was like, I don't really think it's going to go anywhere. But people have been asking that I should do the super chat. I'm still kind of on the fence about that because, again, I've never really, taken money for all my videos or monetizing them. So I don't know. What do you think, George?
Well, I'm surprised that you even have this good of a setup and it's reliable because even Linus Tech Tips, and they seem to have unlimited funds, can't seem to get a live stream to work right on YouTube.
And you can see how this is like, it's a clusterfuck up in here, isn't it? I mean, look at the wires that are here. It is real.
Cluster.
It is. I mean, but it's the real deal. We're no bullshit. It's just grassroots, and it's a lot of fun. We have a blast, man. I can't believe it's been forever since you've been on this damn crazy-ass show.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, when was the last time you were on here? Last year?
It seems like that, right?
Yeah, it had to have been. About a year ago this time, when we first started. Which, by the way, officially, we are... Oh, this is where the first copyright saying comes in. We're fucking 1 year old. We're 1 year old. Officially this week.
Oh, yeah, the algorithm definitely got you now.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There's my first one. Bam. We're going to take it to the house on that one. Make sure I get my glass working. All right, anyways. Throw me one of the boxes, we've only opened one, and actually I did.
You want to look at one of the other ones then, right? You want to look at one of the other ones or the open one?
I don't know. What do we want to do? Let's just show the boxes first. So, show me Exhibit A. He's going to be a semi-real deal George / my Vanna White. And the first one we have right here is Tough Wings. The Tough Wings, I know Roto Ranch did a build series on the spec wing, the Outlaw spec, and they made one, and I know you're not privy to all this, George, but then they made same company made a all-black spec wing with Spectrum's, all their smart technology, and so Broseph did that on his build, one of these wings, and put all the technology in there, so all Spectrum smart stuff, the battery, the ESC, all of it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really nice touch, like we were talking about off camera.
Yeah.
You know, it's just taking a lot of effort out of this hobby when I spend 2 or 3 hours charging batteries, and then after you get back from the field, you're supposed to maintain your batteries in theory, right? But who actually does that?
Yeah, exactly. Who actually really goes back and discharges their battery and makes sure it's in optimum, where it's supposed to be.
I don't know.
I don't. I got batteries sitting in ammo cans that are at least a month old on charge, and I need to dump the charge. But I don't have a frame. Till now, I got some frames, but to really expend them. Of course, you put them on the charger and put them in a storage charge, which is what I'm going to do. Because you're going to kill your batteries if you don't do that. So
I mean, who here's
a little rusty.
Who here's keeping a spreadsheet of all their batteries, right?
Yeah. Who's doing the tick marks anymore on their batteries? With these, you don't. So I know we're getting the unboxing. We're doing the show. This is how it works, everyone. I can sense the tension. Relax. We're going to get there. I promise. But along the way, we're going to give you lots of information. We don't want to make every show just idiots, but we do. Anyways, as I digress, I'm holding it up without. I don't want to unplug it because it's plugged in. Once again, high quality extension cable. High quality. I mean, if you look at it, George, you'd probably be afraid to touch it. It's pretty bad. But anywho's, I got this smart charger from Spectrum, and it actually is pretty badass. It's beeping and chirping at me. It's got 2 channels to charge. It's very sexy, man. You see it. That's what I told you when you were coming in here. The design, it's just nice and clean. It's kind of like an Apple, like a Apple product. Does that make sense?
Well, it's just really simple to use, right?
Super simple.
You just
Super
plug
duper.
it in, it just works, right?
I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. That's the way it works around here. I'm serious. I'm not joking, but I'm kind of. You do. You just plug in the balance lead. You plug it in. It's XT60. So, I mean, you got to get an adapter if you want to use something else, I would imagine, right? But
I
don't think you can use anything else. You can't. You got to use these batteries.
Well, yeah. So I think you could charge other batteries, but I don't think you get any of the benefits.
I don't know yet because I promised Tom I'd start dibble-dabbling with all this stuff, and we literally started just now. I opened everything up, and I was like, let's put these on a charge. Not remembering. I don't really have a frame to fly, but we're going to accomplish that because we got frames to show off.
Well, even if you just bought the battery and you didn't buy the smart charger, right, you could use your old charger and still have the advantage of a battery that's going to auto-discharge itself after some time, right?
Yeah, that was the other feature I forgot we were to mention was the automatic discharge. Like, that's what you're getting at, which is you chuck these in the can now, like the ones I have fully charged at home for a month. These won't do that. After how many days or how long?
I think it's within 2 days.
Yeah, I remember Tom was mentioning that, where they will automatically discharge themselves.
So right when these came out...
Keep them in a can when that happens, please. Yeah. I mean, for real.
Yeah, right when these came out, my friend was in the market. He's new in the hobby. And I was like, absolutely get these because, this is a game changer. I don't have to give you a 60-minute dissertation on battery technology just so that you can learn how to house and maintain your LiPo batteries without, killing them or, hurting yourself.
Yeah, I love the whole, right now with this, because this is the only thing I've opened and gotten into. I really like this charger. I mean, if you're running these batteries, it's an all-in-one package. It's so great. Plug them in. It auto-detects. It auto-starts charging. Boom. It charges at like 1.5 C, I think, is the default. I believe you can change it. I haven't screwed with it yet. I literally haven't. I just plugged it in, selected the channels, hit start. You were watching me do it, and then it goes through the whole thing. I watched the whole charge right in front of me, and it put it at a perfect charge. I mean, it really is. I'm going to pull up the channel and see what it gives me. I mean, look, as I sit here and screw with it.
So I was looking at some of my older stuff, and I've actually cut the leads.
It's charging at 3C.
But I had a charger that you actually had to change with jumpers, right? That's like one step above dip switches, man.
Dude, look at the charge on that. Look, seriously, look at the charge on that. 4.20 on every single fucking cell.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
That's incredible, dude.
Yeah,
like literally, that is. I don't know how to hold it up. I don't want to unplug. You want to hold that Frankenstein thing? Oh, I don't know if I can show it, but I'm gonna try, and it's never really good. But maybe I can post. I wish I could a way to post pictures in the chat, but you can't do that either. Damn it. Anywho's, it's reading right now. Each cell's 4.20 on the money.
So now you have
on the money.
That's a 4-cell battery, right? That's perfectly balanced, which is more likely to maintain the battery for a long time than stress it.
So let me put the 3S back on there, which I pulled off, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you would figure there'd be some discharge, right? Some minimal. I want to see what the cells sit at. So I'm going to go back over to channel 1 here. Plug it in.
So that's one of the things I like about.
It's a little all being all black. It's a little hard to see everything.
Sure.
Auto detects right away. LiPo 3S 2200 milliamps, dude. It literally detects the milliamp. I like it because everything's on the chips. So with those microchips. So
that's pretty incredible because you used to just have to rely on the fact that you saw how much energy you put into it and try to keep track of it.
Oh, this is a scroll pad, like a finger touch slider. It's charging at 3C. Yeah, dude. Oh, what is it? Cell count. What do I want? Now I gotta go back. We were trying. We're really trying, but I can't do it. It's turning into a cluster. Let's go out of this channel. All right, let me just go down to it then. We hit start and see what happens. So they dropped evenly. They were at a nominal 4.18. Every single one of them. Well, that's what's cool really right there, dude. Is now I don't know about losing that little bit right then and there, it only being off for 30 minutes. I don't know about that yet, but they're all equal.
Right.
That's what I do like. They're one's not higher than the other. Not one cell's higher than the other.
Right.
That's really cool.
You definitely don't want them to be unbalanced.
Yeah, completely. They're completely balanced. Now, the true test is going to be once you go and I throttle it for a while, and then run 15 cycles through it, and then come back. So this is a good starter video, I guess we can use as a reference. I'll make sure to do another video of these batteries down the road and give a review of them at that point. But so far, initial review is these are really cool, along with this charger. I think it's very easy, and it takes a lot of the work that you were talking about, George, out of it. It's just eliminated completely, and for that, I think it deserves definitely a huge applause because that's awesome. Makes lipo maintenance and safety a lot better. Because right now you're kind of grilling it, you know what I mean? You're kind of backyards making some moonshine with the way you charge your batteries. Well, with these, it's got a lot of intelligent designing built in. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, you've engineered away the problem of and made the hobby that much more accessible, and it's less work for the rest of us who know better.
Yep.
And
I agree.
And then other people, it makes it more accessible.
I agree totally. Let's see. We're almost hitting double digits. Woo! It's a Monday though, and that's what I'm gonna chalk it up for. Let's see. So that's enough on the smart technology. So what I'll do once we get these new wings built, and I will be definitely using both these batteries on one of them. Like I'll be using this one on one pack or one frame already that I know I've got in there, and this one will go on that down there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to use because that's what they did. They took this wing right here and jacked it full of all the Spectrum stuff. So I'll just do the same thing.
Sure.
Because I got the receiver and everything right in front of me.
I've always had a good experience with Spectrum, and
yeah,
absolutely. And
I haven't had I hear a lot of bitching and complaining, but I have not had. Stand corrected. There is a receiver that comes stock on the Optera or the FX61 or their race frame, the Blade Theory, or anyways, one of those receivers that are stock in one of those frames, garbage, horse shit. Now you swap them out with the proper receiver and it's golden. Now, if you have the right receivers, I've never had an issue with Spectrum.
Right.
So, and I love their controllers. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been flying with them for so long, but my 18 is like my blankie or my whoopee, and you can't be without it. Like I've tested other ones, the Jumper, and obviously Tranus and blah blah blah, and hell, I have a Futaba back there, 2 of them, and I just like the way the Spectrum feels. But anyways, I'm not trying to plug them.
I
that
was
much,
just
but
looking up my
they are cool.
old pictures,
Yeah.
and I found that it's been I think 5 years since I bought my DX6, the first one.
5 years since you bought your DX6?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to see what this pulls in at. Channel 1. And I want to see, I'm going to have to read the manual. I want to be able to see the readings, because theoretically I should have had 2 charges on this. But anyways, more to screw around with on a later date, and I'll make sure I get back to you guys later on and give you an update and give you a true assessment of how these things are working, along with the charger and the convenience, and see if it pans out over time. Enough of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a quick break so we can get ready with the first frame, and we'll figure out which one's going to be the first one. So stick around. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Go get a refill. I know it's a Monday, so don't get all carried away. Yeah, so there's some information here. So we'll be right back.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream field on a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot ash trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold comfort change.
What up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What show is that from, bro?
Put me on the spot there, bud.
You got it, man. You're on the show. George was here when we first started the show and has not seen or watched any since then, which I don't blame him. I mean, seriously, it's this show that we're talking about. But nonetheless, we do have a lot of followers. We're getting more and more followers. We had a great season last season, so George missed out on a lot of shit, a lot of fun. So, anyways, you got to be along for the ride, bro.
Yeah,
He gets crazy up in here. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions. Like, you weren't expecting to do this tonight either.
No, not at all. I thought I was going to go to dinner.
Yeah, and it's not happening yet. It's gonna happen. We're not gonna make this super long. What were we talking about? Break.
Oh, well,
Gaming. You got a gaming chair.
yeah, that was a real game changer for me.
Yeah?
Having a chair that can full recline.
Full recline?
Oh yeah, definitely.
For what?
For sitting in front of my computer.
But full. Oh, you mean like?
No, like yours doesn't recline. You don't have a.
I don't know. Honestly, we've only Marty. Yeah, it does. Oh shit! It could for sure. Yeah, full recline, man. Absolutely.
I didn't get it at
For
first.
special
right?
VR moments that I might want to have. No, I'm just kidding. I digress. It's not that kind of show. I promise.
Yeah, I didn't get the gaming chair until I bought one myself. Like I saw everybody had one, and I was like, I don't understand why you want this.
These are cool. Like I have a chair at my house. I've had it for fucking God, man, 13 years or some shit.
Yep.
And it's one that you buy it off Office Depot way back when. I'm ready for an upgrade because, you know, if you're gaming, you gotta have a good chair.
No, I had a name brand chair too. I had a Herman Miller.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's like a good name brand chair, and that thing was destroying my back.
Was it?
Oh yeah, this gaming chair changed my life.
How much did you pay for it?
$150?
What did you buy? Used?
No.
You are the
Staples.
king of deals. I can tell you that, man. There's no doubt.
Staples Black Friday deal.
You see, king of deals. He is the king. I swear, you tell me all about all kinds of shit when it comes to deals. Yeah, he really is. Just so you know, it's George. We call him the real deal up in here because he's a real former military UAV pilot.
Yeah.
So he flew the drones that, you know, if you've been in this game long enough, what we originally called drones. Yeah, we called fucking these Phantoms and whatever else drones.
Yeah,
But back then, it was military.
Yeah,
That's
I
what a
almost
drone
can't
was.
believe it. I was just talking with Marty about it today, and it's 15 years ago is when I started flying military drones. And I've worked backwards into recreational.
I know, like you've been at the top, and now you're. It's like you're going back down to grade school.
Yeah.
You had a grade school in a way.
I went from multi-million-dollar platforms to flying $100 wings.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. I know I don't have the phone live. What's up, Beehive Brian? We got Beehive Brian in the background.
What's going on?
All right, so we're talking new frames. We're with the real deal George, which I don't think you've ever met him.
No, I have not met him.
You haven't met him. All right. Well, he's a real drone pilot, former military UAV pilot,
Okay.
flying the real drones. Yeah, not these kitty ones that we're talking about. I don't want to call them kitties because they're not. But from your perspective, I can see it completely.
If you
I'm gonna
ask
minimize
the Predator
Brian.
and Reaper
Brian's in the
pilots-
background. We can hear him. We're not going to watch him yet.
Yeah.
But Brian, you are live with us. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. See, Brian's ready, man. Unlike Rotor Ranch, who is driving as well, and I'm sure he is listening to this fucking show right now, and he knows better. We give him a hard time, but he's coming. He's trying to. We'll see what happens. Brian, what are you doing while we jump off topic? Obviously, what are you doing right now in the background? Let's pull him up real quick because he does kind of look silly.
Actually, driving back home.
Let's see how devoted this fine specimen is. Let me show you. Hold on. Oh man,
Yeah.
there it
You
is.
got it.
What is that, bro? Go ahead, talk to me.
There is no try. There is only do or do not.
Nice. Listen to him quoting Star Wars. I can't pull you up, but anyways, go ahead, Brian. What were we George? What were we talking about? As I digress completely.
Oh. I was going to say, compared to the Predator and Reaper guys, I was flying the kitty stuff, you know?
Well, were you?
Yeah,
Oh,
well-
that's crazy. Even up in the top tier, you were still flying the little shit.
Well, even the Predator and Reaper guys, you still got Global Hawk above them too, so.
Oh, okay. So there is a little pecking order,
Yeah.
if you will, amongst
There
the
is.
pilots. That's pretty funny, man. But you guys are badass, man.
Yeah.
Mad props for that. You told me that it's boring.
Well, so I was an Army drone pilot, right? So I
Right.
got to do it as an enlisted, right? I didn't have to be an officer. I didn't get to, a lot of those guys who transitioned into Predator and Reaper were flying F-16 before they got there.
Oh, okay, I follow you.
Yep.
Yeah. So they've got some real skills behind them.
Right.
They've gone to Air Force Academy or something else probably, or if it's Air Force Army, it would be something.
Right.
Would you be like West Point, or they? Because I don't know how they do that pilot program there.
Well, I mean, so Air Force first off, right?
Yeah.
Versus Army.
Well,
right?
I mean, if it's, I didn't know if Army Drone had their own. But I guess it's.
So we were breaking ground back then, right? We were having enlisted guys flying, in airspace, which is a big deal. We kind of worked backwards. We were just talking about, and I want to leave this for the weekend for the most part.
Yeah, that's right, because we're getting off topic. That is for this coming weekend, I remember.
Sure.
Yeah, but go ahead, spill a little more beans, because
yeah,
there's a lot of other stuff you guys are talking about this weekend as well.
15 years ago, allowed to fly, drones instead of being a military officer, and that was groundbreaking at the time, right? Because nobody wanted to let us do that.
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, we've all got
you guys are like 18 years old.
Well, so we all had to go through and do ground school and complete that at a minimum, right? So you have to pass ground school. So from my perspective, coming into the recreational, a lot of this stuff at least wasn't so accessible before, right? But now it's like anybody could go and buy something that's semi-autonomous.
Oh yeah, man.
You don't even have to have the skills on the same level on the sticks to fly.
So. Kind of like Brian over here on the steering wheel of this truck. We don't know what he's doing, and he's got headphones on, light on, and he's driving. Yeah. And I think this kind of leads in the analogy you were talking about, where you guys weren't even allowed to fly in national airspace.
Right.
We're so. Before we go any further, because that's all.
We've
got to shut it down. We're going to talk about that subject on Sunday. And George is going to be here, and he's going to hold his perspective along with Marty, because we had a nice debate last Sunday, or the last episode we had. It was good spirited debate. It was a lot of fun, and a lot of information back and forth, and seeing two different sides of this whole debate with the Hallelujah stuff, the FA.
Yep.
And so we decided that after the show, we're going to continue that each episode for one segment. So it'll be one top of the hour to the bottom of the hour portion of the show that we're going to sit there with a spirited debate and allow people to call in and get their side in, and I think more communication is better communication. And there you go. We're going to go from that. So George is going to be talking about that on Sunday, so be sure to tune in on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern here for the official drone hangar. I don't know what episode number we're going to be on. I think it's 5 of the season already. We're already in there in February. We rock. I love this sometimes. No, I really do. Anyway, so we know what Brian's doing now. Brian, are you driving home, or what are you doing, man?
I am driving on the way home, yes.
All right, so we're going to minimize what you're doing because it's very minimal. It's nothing that we really want to watch. But we do want to hear your voice because we're going to be opening some packages. So here we go. We're going to switch back over, and there we go. And I want to welcome again the Chatty Cathy. We always appreciate each and every one of you. Because without you, we wouldn't be doing this damn show. All right, so moving on. Let's go on ahead and start with the first frame that we're going to open. And we've already opened it because I opened it when it got to my house. And I'm going to let George actually go at it. So I have not even gone any farther than he has. He's got the proper cutlery to go ahead and cut this bag open and start giving his perspective of what it is. And so, ready? Hold on. Let me give you the proper drone hanger theme song for when you have to think, do any task, or answer any questions. Ready and go.
Got 5 seconds.
Go ahead and start cutting it open. He's manhandling those tin snips to cut open, literally. He's using tin snips. We're going to let this repeat a little bit more as he continues this process of cutting open the bag. And this is from Tough Wings. And I want to make sure I get all of the names right. So make sure I get that on. I'm going to pull it up here. Brian Crystal at Tough Wings sent me this. Fine. Now check it out. What he's got right here is he's like bagged it in a very like 5mm bagging. It's pretty thick, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's nice packaging. There's no issue there.
For jeopardy long enough, so I think that's kind of killing the mood. So go ahead. So let me give me your initial thoughts. What's that piece of paper right there? What do you have?
No, I just have the kit contents, and I don't know anything about this kit, right?
Read it away, man. Everyone wants to hear what you've got in your hands, man.
So it looks like we have some EPP wing core with pre-cut servo pockets, Elevon hinges, and spar grooves. Weren't we just talking about bank and yank?
Yeah. Let me see that. Let me see the paper.
Here you go.
Let me do this one, and then as you're opening it and pulling it out, we'll kind of go through the list. And and you were saying bank and yank versus LOS, spirited conversation about that one.
We were having a spirited conversation about that, right? The difference between, guys who care about making coordinated turns.
Right, and then the people that want to, push the envelope, fly bank and yanks to the limits, and that's where we're at. So we're going to talk about that one on well, we can talk a little bit about it right now. They don't mind me. Let me see. A little bit laughter because we're going a little slow. What do you got in there, son? Oh, I got to read the paper. That's right.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, man. Brian, you're supposed to be helping, man, and you're driving, so you got to do multiple things. All right, here we go. This is from ToughWing. This is what you get in the kit when you open it up. Thank you for purchasing a ToughWing FPV Spec Wing kit. Kit contents are as follows: EPP wing core with pre-cut servo pockets, elevon hinges, and spar grooves. You also get Coroplast Electronics bay and winglets. Then you get 7 carbon fiber spars and lists the lengths of all of them. So 7 of them is what you get. The computer cut 3mm laminate. That's actually really cool. Is that laminate in there? He hasn't got to it yet. We'll get to that point when he pulls it out. We'll look at that. Vinyl graphics. This is another cool thing that I liked, and he'll get to that in a minute. Lightweight, low drag, CNC cut control horns, Dubro, micro connectors, and a .047 music wire push rods. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, this is also pretty cool right here. 3D printed motor mount, a 3D printed camera mount that will fit most 19mm micro cameras, Foxeer, Micro, Predator, etc. 3D printed propeller spacer. That's pretty cool. You get 8 M2 motor mount screws, so for mounting in the back. You get a laser cut Velcro for securing electronics bay cover. There you go. Someone's chiming me. Is it me that's chiming in right now? Because it's starting to hack me off. Oh, no, it is me. Was that me or was it you, George? Was your phone going off or was it me?
No, it's got to be.
All right, so that's the kit contents. All right. Then it goes into the list of the electronics that you need, and we'll get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and start looking at the goodies that are in the bag. Again, this is from ToughWing, and don't hold me to all the names. I'm trying to remember the names properly. Hold on, bear with me. I need the thinking music again. See, as I skip around, and Brian Crystal.
I think that's the
you can reach out to them.
Looking for, right?
Yeah, that's the laminate. Yeah, this is down in the Poville here of FPV wings. We're not like you where you get to fly those $34 million drones there, big guy. Looks like they're pre-cut. Am I seeing this wrong? So it comes in they look like they're pre-cut.
Well,
if the laminate, Brian, is pre-cut.
It said it in that thing you read.
Did I read it? I was just trying to make it sound sexy. I didn't pay attention to myself. Sorry about that. Let me go back and look again. Where I did say computer cut 3mm laminate. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I did say that. That's actually a fact.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Alright, go, Shelby.
Hey man, I just tried to make it sound sexy. I wasn't trying to make sure I heard everything. So now I got to go back and listen. Look at this, and that's right. It's soft. And, are you making me cue up the love song? So this kit has been brought to you by ToughWing. If you want everything in a box your wing needs, apparently ToughWings is laying it down. Yeah, George is over there going, WTF, man. All right, go ahead, George. We get your feedback.
Well,
so that's why you're opening it. I want a pure virgin, perspective of this.
I'm hoping that I could just assemble something like this and not have to do a lot of fabbing, right, to make it work right.
So what are you worried about? What's your initial concern?
Well, I mean, I'm lazy, right? So
Okay.
I just want to assemble things and not have to worry about cutting too much or doing something right. I was making a model recently, and I was worried about doing bevel cuts right and things like that, and not messing up. And
you're all right. So you're wondering how much labor is involved in building this frame?
Well, yeah, and I prefer to just.
You're
assemble.
standing. You're holding all that shit like. You look like you're a little daunted.
Not
a little much.
Not really.
It should be. It doesn't look like it's much at all.
It actually looks like a kit that you can assemble and not have to,
Well, here's the one thing I do like. I have to say, props for the. Sorry, I'm getting my hands ready. Props for the 3D the computer cut, the laminate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like that computer cut laminate. That takes a lot of guessing out of the game, because if you get a shaky hand or you're, got a dull blade and you rip your laminate, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool, I have to say. No one else has done that. That's a very unique thing right there.
And it doesn't look like I have to put a lot of effort into figuring out where the spars go.
I haven't seen that
Said
yet.
with the phylum. You said something about phylum.
It's a little hard to see.
Yeah,
we need to have a little more light.
Black, so
just
it's gonna be a
don't
little
separate
hard.
them out. So, because when I go to build it, well, yeah, you can pull them out. I can find out which bay it was in. So they are. It literally is all cut.
That's what I'm saying. So you're not going to have to do as much cutting. You're just going to be able to assemble.
Oh, look, the friggin' Elevons are built. Hey, I don't know if you can see this, Brian, but
Oh, it's built in.
yeah, the Elevons are built in, pre-cut. They're a little thin. So that would be my. Does he have?
That
Oh
must
wow,
be
does he
where
have?
the,
No way. Flaps?
fiber.
Really? It's
Are they
split?
flaps? They're split. Is the other one
Split?
got a? Yeah, dude, they're split Elevons.
Can you use flaps on a wing?
I don't know. Hold on, I gotta go. Oh no.
No, I mean it's cut on both of them.
It really is. It's split Elevons. Oh no. They are. They're beveled all the way down, man.
As you know, the Stealth Bomber uses like a crowfoot flap to turn.
Well, he's got the servo linkage, the pre-cut bays, where it's going to pull like right here. So that's the only thing. So I think the you see that one? You know the other one?
Yeah.
So we're now both
spot.
getting our hands. None of us have touched it. He just cut the bag open. The NEWNESS Part 1 has been brought to you by Tough Wings. We'll get to the other ones. Believe me, there's more to come. This is the first one. We're going to take a break right after this real quick. But the servo, if you see where it's cut, it's hard to see because it's black and I don't have proper lighting, but it's lining up real close to where the split is. Like when you put your push rod in there,
Right.
you know what I mean, for your linkage.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I do love the fact that it's built in. I like the concept of that. I do like the concept of it. We'll see how it holds up on that part. So what else we got? What else do we have in there?
Just your bag of hardware now.
Piano
I didn't feel the density of the. What do you how thick? How thick this is because I don't even know which EPP he's got. 1.9, something like that. It's not super stiff, nor is it super soft.
It'll have a little flex.
It's got a little bit of flex, not a lot, just a little bit. I mean, it's not like Rubens stuff. Rubens has got a lot of flex in it. Let me see. It's not a soft. What is this? What the hell is this? Oh, this is the nose. This is the nose piece for the FPV cam. So there you go. That's different. So you're just gonna cut it out and then you drop it in. This is how you do it. So you slap it together, you glue it together, get it all set, then you cut this part out.
What camera?
He says like a Foxeer Predator. Basically any size that's 19 millimeters.
Okay.
So it's gonna be your micros. It's gonna be your small. Because we found that over time it saves the weight. Like we were building these things like mega light back in the day. Anyways, I like the nose.
You need to make a mount for the Tarsier or one of those type cameras.
All right, so there's another 3D printed motor mount.
Yeah, it's motor mount. Gotta be.
I don't know. You take a gander at that. That does not look like a motor mount to me.
Huh.
There's no way. Take a look. See. We need a little more lighting over here. And there's some bits and pieces. So there you go. All in there. What else has it got? What other big things do we have in there? I know. I like the vinyl.
Mount?
What's that?
You don't think this is a motor mount? Here, you want to get in that spec?
Hey, maybe it is.
It's got 4
Oh no, it's got 4 holes in it. It is.
Yeah.
So here's the motor mount, and I guess it gets sat or glued through the rear somehow. I don't know how this. That sounded bad, really bad. So I'm going to go that route a little bit. Sorry, we weren't trying to turn this X-rated or anything. It's a cool bag of bits, so we'll call it that. What else we got? So we got what are these? These tips?
Tip.
Yeah, wing tips. Really? No fucking way. Seriously?
What?
Yeah, dude. And I love them. These are orange, right? These look like they're orange.
Pretty cool.
Oh,
They're a
that's
little
really
reddish,
cool.
but they're the same
Look a
color
little-
as your ones.
Looks a little rough. It looks really rough. I don't know if is this right.
Yeah, they'll
Oh,
put
George, you
sand
can
in-
take your hand at one. See if you pull it off right. I mean, to me, it's pulling apart a little bit. I guess these are on the tips. They are. These are on the tips. But if you're watching, Chris or which I can't remember everybody's names. Bear with me. And I try.
Some young guy.
So Brian, Crystal, if you are watching, you might want to send another one of these. It looks like it got a little jacked up, or send me an IM. Let me know. But I'm almost positive. I see the concept. It's interesting, totally different for a spec wing, and we're going to see how that plays out. So here's the traditional. Yeah, so here's some winglets right here. So these look like your typical winglets for his design for the spec wing. What else you got in there? You got some vinyl?
Let's see what we got.
I know it's show and tell here. Hold on, I got to give him the old theme song for when you have to do something here at the drone hangar. You perform a task or you have to answer a question. We always play this song, and now we have it on loop because we just know it. Usually it's Marty that's performing something. And he takes a long damn time, and it's telling a story. He's telling a fucking story. Your eardrums start to hurt. But we love you, Marty. We know you're watching in there, eating your food when we told you come out here and eat your food. So what do you think, man?
What do you got here?
So we got some more stuff here. We were debating on what these are. These are Coroplast covers. That's what they are for top and bottom.
Okay.
That's what we have here. So there you go. Nice. It's all looks like it's perforated for you to just pop off. We'll get to that point. It's a little later date.
Yep.
And we're still playing this one more time, I guess. Spars pre-cut. Is that what they said? Right. So you don't have to cut the spars. Spars are already done. Sounds like it's pretty going to be pretty easy to slap this one together. It sounds like it's going to be pretty easy. Brian, this might be... I wouldn't even let you build this one. I would want to put the... there we go. I'm busting your balls, brother. Just gonna drop it. All right, this is pretty cool. So you got the Outlaw Spirit of Spec. It's got the Outlaw Spirit of Spec on there. That's pretty cool. I'll give him applause on that one. I like that. Very neat. Making a statement. Making a motherfucking statement. And on here, all right, we're gonna keep going.
So is this going to be an all-spectrum smart build?
I think this is gonna be an all-spectrum smart build. It most probably will. I've got enough to do too, so fully rigged out with Spectrum gear. So this might get it. I know what's going to get it on the next two boxes. I know exactly what's going to get in that one. I can't wait. But anyways, he's got some smart Spectrum vinyl added in. It's all black. It's orange, so it matches, which really is cool. I mean, I have to say I have to give it up for the the paint scheme, if you will, kind of already built in, and add the stickers on there. You kind of have a paint scheme without having to paint it. And all you have to do is laminate. Sure. What else you got? Some more Tough Wing stickers, some more vinyl right there. There you go.
Yep, that's it.
And we'll see how long it lasts. And that's that. Pop that one off there, and if you want to try that winglet.
Well, I was a little worried you might want to cut it off. I'm not sure where exactly.
do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks like when it was printed, it looks like when it was printed, it just failed at the bottom. But you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to add it right here on the tip.
Right.
See if we can do it. For shits and giggles, there's the concept. Minus this plate, you're getting that kind of look. Huh. I wonder how that would fly. That would be kind of interesting. Brian, can you see this?
Yeah,
it's a 3D printed winglet. Very vertical. A little bit of a swoosh down there. Huh? What's that?
It goes all the way around the wing, the end of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like flares up. But when I say flare up, it goes up at a 90. It goes straight up. But I mean, there's a little curve in it. There's a little swoosh, a little swoop, a little slope right there at the base, but it's very small. So make sure it's not, it's not angular. It's smooth, so the air will flow off of it nice and, smoothly. Well, that sounds stupid. Hey, where's the other hat? Did I already throw it in there?
Yep.
All right, cool. So that was Tough Wings. Let's go ahead and continue on with what else he had to say on his list here, which I have to say, I like manufacturers send lists and, give you, a little cheat sheet, if you will, or a map, a road map to get to the end, which is what is going on right here. So continue on, since he was being the new person opening the box, he then tells you the electronics that you need, George, will be the following. You need a T-motor, AT2310. And the reason why it's so specific is it's a spec wing, and it's trying to be compliant with the spec class of the WRA.
Okay.
So, which has a specific motor that you have to run.
Sure.
There's no deviance. And then Emax Formula Series 45 amp ESC. Again, it's trying to coincide with what's coming down the pipe, which is a standard. You have 3 to choose from ESCs in the spec division, if that makes sense. Okay. So he's telling you what you should get. 2 Emax ESO 8MD 2 servos. You can kind of go with whatever servos you want. There's no requirement, so whatever. We go with some 50-50 real light, ultra light ones when we build my competitive racers. An FPV camera, which is 19 millimeter, which we discussed earlier. He's recommending the Foxeer Micro Predator. Video transmitter, a 200 milliwatt race band, such as TBS Unify, Race Day Quads Mach 3, or Luminaire TX 5GS. So it's whatever you want, as long as it has 200 milliwatts. That's the requirement. Video transmitter antennas. Then he lists, series of antennas. I would say that you would absolutely go ahead and get a video aerial systems antenna without a doubt. That's just the way to go. There's no comparison. I mean, True RC is good, but I don't know. Everyone has a spirited debate about these things, so do what you must. Voltage regulator, a BEC for your servos and receiver. So if it's not built into your ESC, then run a different BEC. If it's not ran, if your ESC doesn't have a BEC, then get a separate one and run all your other stuff, which is your servos and your receiver. But most ESCs that run in these wings, well, that's not true. We started using micro ESCs, micro quads or mini quads, ESCs, and putting them in it and running a regulator to save weight. So,
really?
Yeah, and it worked.
When?
Last year.
Really?
Yeah, I started doing that. That was a year ago. Yep. And I'm sure others have. And then you just were tweaking out the ESC with the motor, and then boom, there you go. It's actually so. Hence why we need a restriction on the ESCs, because you can really tweak a motor based on an ESC that you can get. You can pair it up, tweak it with some software, and really run it to the moon. So moving on, building supplies needed. So then it gives you a list of materials that you need in order to complete the build, which is white Gorilla Glue, hot glue, film covering iron. The instructions, where you can download the instructions, which are ToughWing. It's toughwing.com/spec. The store, that's toughwing.com/store. This support email that he has, and his phone number. Do you think with all that you can get it done?
I don't know.
I'm not recruiting you to build it, because I'm going to build it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you had this list, you can go ahead and look at it. Enough information for you to hopefully succeed in building this.
I don't know. I'd probably want to follow a build video if I've never done it before.
So if you got a build video, you can see it. Well, I mean, are you even on Facebook?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
I never see you post anything.
I try not to.
You're on Facebook, but for no reason.
Well,
I lost the chat room, I think.
I'm on Facebook to have Messenger to reach out to like a dozen people that refuse to convert.
There it is. I lost the chat. You refuse to convert? Hold on.
No,
let me see what it
me.
says. Those are 3D printed experimental winglets we have been using here in Texas.
Okay.
They are fragile but far superior to Coreplast in performance. Yeah, I agree that they look like they would be far superior than just the Coreplast ones. So, be interesting. If you can send me another set that's not, it looked like it just kind of frayed apart at the base. Agreed, George?
Yeah, I mean, let's see what you can salvage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be that important where it's
a little more than Mike. I can't hear you. Just because you're yeah, there you go.
It might not be that important where it's frayed at the bottom. You'll have to see when you build it.
Yeah, I'll pull them off. I'll give it a heat.
Can I see that one?
Yeah, this one
See what
looks pretty. I don't want to pick at it. You know.
Here,
what I mean?
let me see. So I'm pretty sure that the only part you care about is the shape right here. That's going to be the profile. right?
Yeah, I mean, the profile looks great.
Yeah.
We'll see how it handles. 'Cause
I
the other thing is keeping it on. Like, will it
Yeah.
stay on?
I think you're going to end up shaving off a lot of the part where it's frayed. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
we'll see
thinking so
happens.
too. I'm going to get my hand sander on it and just buzz it down.
Right.
What company is that again? That's TuffWing, TUFFwing.com. That's where you can go and get these. Control horns go in split. Okay, so the control horn goes in the split of the wing. Takes a little while to read these comments. Sorry, we're trying to do it all here. So what he's saying, George, is right here. This split is where the control horn goes.
Okay.
So then it's going to pull on everything.
I see.
That's
Yep.
actually pretty cool because now it's literally fused into. It completes the whole elevon. We'll see how it goes because durability is going to be. If you do the proper gluing, yeah, it should be good. Let's see, Tough Wings. That's answering someone else's question. What else? No cutting required for camera mount. It drops in.
That's what I thought. It looked like I didn't have to cut, and that's really appealing to me. Honestly, I want to just assemble.
Did you put them both together and see? Oh, check it out. That's actually pretty cool. Like I said, we literally just opened this. So literally, yeah, that's awesome. There's a nice built-in gap where you just put it in.
Yeah, that's
There's no cutting. There's absolutely no cutting.
That's kind of what I was
give
saying
mad
from
props.
the beginning.
Hey,
See,
man, I try to pay attention.
Get away with that.
I try. So what do you think? Would you build it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
yeah. I don't know what the price is. Anybody know what the price is? If you know what the price is, go ahead and throw it up there.
No,
I actually do not know. Brian, are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up right now.
Sounds good. We got a good following tonight. We got about 14 people. That's pretty cool. Wish we did have a stream. What is it? Super chat going. You know we can get some food up in here because we all are kind of like damn hungry. We still got 2 frames to go. So what we're gonna get ready to do is take a break because we need to take a break and get ready for the next frames. The next frames coming up are going to be from RiteWing. They are my sponsor. Chris Click is a very good friend. As a matter of fact, this month is our third year anniversary. I want to play a nice little. It is. It's been 3 years now, so it's been a great friendship, sponsorship. It's been amazing. So he has sent me 2 frames, and I don't know what the hell they are. So I haven't even opened them yet. I got them and let Rotor know, hey, I got some NEWNESS plus Tough Wings NEWNESS. So here we are. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5. Let you all go ahead and have some of your dinner, drink one of your beers, your wine, or whatever it is, BYOBB, whatever makes you feel happy. We definitely have some information here. You definitely want to stick around for a little bit longer because we're going to have 2 more frames to show off. Probably pick up the speed a little bit because I am fucking hungry. Blood sugar's plummeting. So go ahead and take a quick 5. We'll see you on the flip side.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream field on a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train?
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Newness Monday. I guess that's what we're going to call these. I don't know what we're going to call them, but it's an extension of the drone hanger / the shit show, really. But we're glad you all tuned in. It's quite a bit of you, actually, tonight. Wasn't expecting this many, but thumbs up, rock on, get you some. And we see someone said howdy here a minute ago. Hey, Reckless. So I guess Reckless who came into the audience and nudged his way and found a seat somewhere in the back because it's getting kind of full. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's really cool. We're opening new frames that we got from various sponsors or companies, one of which is my sponsor, and I like to save the best for last always. And we were talking about Click and RiteWing, and I have to give a big thumbs up on that. And we got BYOBB Brian in the background. It's perfect timing. Good timing, brother. Yeah, you got him on. Yeah. Good time. There you go. See what I was talking about? I was explaining to George, and we'll go ahead and actually I didn't cue you up. I need to bring you in. So we got BYOBB Brian here in the background. Hold on, let me adjust it just a skosh. A little bit bigger, right? We can make him a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, make him a little bigger. I don't want to shroud you is what I don't want to shroud. So now we're gonna welcome in one of the member of the gang, which is BYOBB Brian. What's up, brother? Now you look much better. Everything's appropriate. You got the proper lighting, and George hasn't been here since the beginning, so he only caught like the first episode or maybe the second one, and he didn't realize that everybody that's been on here as a guest or as we interviewed has to have lighting, and he thought it was cool yet weird and different. So there you go. See, and it's a requirement for all members of the gang to absolutely have all their lighting lit when they go live. Anyways, back to where we're going. What were we talking about?
We were talking about this next package, right?
What's that?
We were talking about this next package, right?
I got a copyright slam. Yes. Your big package. We're gonna open that one. Let me see. Open it up. Crack it open a little bit. Let me see what color it is. Just don't. I think I know what it. I want to open. Fuck it. We're just gonna open what's in here right now. So first one. Hold on. We gotta give me the time. Performing a task here at the drone hangar is George, real deal, former military UAV pilots, apparently in the Walmart division, essentially delivering packages for the military back when we didn't even know about it. We're not a Predator pilot, but nonetheless, the real deal George opening a new first package from RiteWing. What do we have in there? What color is it? And we're still thinking, George, what color is it?
Silver.
Silver. All right, we got a winner. So this is actually the one I
wing.
really wanted to do first, which is cool. I'm down for that. So we got the silver one. This one is going to be. Try to be very careful with that one. So this one is called the Sportster. This, and give you a little background on this one. Brian, this is the one that Chris and I had talked about for a while in the background about making a new sport class wing for the sport division in the WRA. Here is basically, I want to call it your first run. We'll see. I haven't flown it yet. I don't know how it's going to perform yet. I've heard some mixed reviews about it. So now it's Shelby challenge time. The challenge in front of me to see how this thing's going to fly and see if I can't dial it in and get what I'm trying to achieve, and which is a top performing sport class racing frame. And let's see what we got. What do you got in there? Versus the other one, there's going to be a very distinct difference in frame design and everything else. The way I equate RiteWing is that is your professional end frame. Like, that's what you're going to get. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So go ahead. What we got? Drum roll. Jeopardy time, as usual. Here we go. Fire away.
He looks lost.
I know.
Maybe you should help him.
I'm trying to help him. He looks like he's trying to fish his way out of a box.
Well,
Yeah.
George, what's happening? I'm going to have to turn the GYSOT mic over here a little bit to look at you.
sure.
I'm concerned.
Why don't we start with the main part of this, right?
All right, so there's the main part. You want me to open this up?
I think so.
All right. So again, these are...
Slide them wings up on out of there.
I don't want to mess with these. When you get stuff from Mr. Click, it's like you gotta just be careful because they are top. They're like really made so well. It's just insane. All right, I'm trying to get this off that jacket shit. All right, so these are the elevons, and when you get a RiteWing, they're not pre-cut, but they're made of. You're using balsa, which I find is awesome because it makes it so rigid, so rigid.
Yes.
It makes it so stiff. no flex in it, and yeah, you got to work. You're gonna build when you build one of these, but the payoff is tremendous. So moving on. So you got some Elevons. I know what pretty much everything comes in a RiteWing. I've got all the kits, but I wanted this foam. This foam is nuts. Like, I just recognized it, looked at it, like, I won't say recognized because I haven't seen it before, but I looked at it and like, holy crap, that is totally different. Totally. That's not like any other EPP. This is molded like, this is insane. Feel that, man.
Yeah.
That really is. You give your true analysis of the foam. I mean, for real, man, that is totally different. Like, here, let me go grab another one.
Sure. This definitely seems like...
You got to talk to all these people right here because they are short-minded. They will leave this fucking bullshit channel in a heartbeat.
That's funny. Yeah, this definitely seems like a lot more challenging of a build than the last one, you know. Did he really just leave me here with the Jeopardy music forever?
Yes, he did.
That's a nice move.
Yeah. He left you holding the ball.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, this definitely looks like a more intimidating build than the last one.
Yeah.
Since I've never built one of these before, you know, where he's built a lot of them, I wouldn't even know where to start, honestly. You know.
I don't recommend.
What, starting out with
a RiteWing, not a right away. No.
First build?
I don't know. No.
Second build?
Yeah, like your second build. You need to learn on a different frame. I honestly think. RiteWings, when they're built, man. No, when they're built, they fly like nothing flies like them. I'm telling you, man, nothing flies like them. Anyways, here is a 38. Like, I'm hanging on to this 38 because I love 38 so much.
Okay.
They're like a sleeper frame. I don't think people realize how good a RiteWing hardcore 38 really is. So you feel that foam versus the foam we just pulled out from the Sportster by RiteWing Chris Click.
Yeah, this is totally different.
It's totally different, man. It really is. It's dense.
This foam feels like the standard, you know.
Your standard EPP?
EPP that, you know. So can you use regular CA on this foam?
Yeah, you can.
You can?
It doesn't dissolve it. No,
okay.
That's not. That's EPO. EPO, I think, is the one foam that will actually dissolve. Now
you got the juggernaut there too.
Yeah, I got your juggy right here, dude. So
let him fill that one.
So here's the different manufacturer. This is Sweet Wings. Ruben makes these. His frames are not for racing. His frames are for cruising.
Yeah.
So his frames are for, like, you know, long flights, cruising, you know, mountains, cliff faces and shit like that, out west.
Sure. This definitely looks like something. I have a friend out in Colorado who really needs a more robust wing, right, to handle the wind. Where out here it's just beautiful flying weather every day.
Yeah. Today, let's throw up today. Today was awesome. Holy shit, 70s, and I was like, me too, man. I was like, damn. And I had the NEWNESS at the door. I was like, shit. So what do you think?
But Miss Bandino, she put up her maiden flight.
Yeah, we're gonna save that. Save that for Sunday. This Sunday. But you're right. Go ahead and tease it. And if you want to see it, you can go on Facebook. You're right.
This definitely looks like a platform that I could load just a lot of batteries up on, go long range.
We're using George here, by the way. We want to give George a hand because he is was not expecting to be here tonight, or be on the show at all. And we're just let him, real deal George, get his perspective on all this stuff because he's not really doing a lot in this. So it's cool to get a real feedback, honest feedback. So go ahead.
Well, I mean, I just want to get past the building and get to enjoying flying as fast as possible.
Totally agree.
So these frames, like Ruben's frame right here, you're going to do a lot of work. You're going to do a tremendous, you're going to do a lot of work to build these. You got to cut see how nothing's cut out, but these fly really. They're like Cadillacs in the sky. They really are. They're so sweet. Let's slide that one aside. So you got to feel how the Sweet Wings is, and you get and how his foam that he uses. So then you see this is Chris Click's 38 in the foam that he uses, you know, in these. Now we're on to the Sportster, which is the NEWNESS. This foam is absolutely crazy. Can you crack that NEWNESS open and give me one of those? We just got to make sure we do not lose which half is which.
Sure. I wasn't sure if you really wanted to do it since you're not.
No, actually, I want to see what it looks like.
Sure.
And I know there's some people out there that want to see it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tune in here and see what they're saying. Thanks, Travel. I was just being very cautious in that win. Now, next week, I'll punch it. So Mrs. Bandito is talking about her video. Her video is up. You can see it on her YouTube channel, or you can see it on social media, which is Facebook. I don't know if she has Instagram. I can't remember. Hey, Shelby, says Reckless. What's up? I think we already addressed that. Anywho's, I'm reading all these comments as fast as I can as he's doing something, because you know I do not like dead air. So anyways, as we continue to have fun tonight, I want to thank each and every one of you that's tuned in on a Monday evening. There's nothing else going on because the football's over, and, well, shit, there's really nothing else to watch, right? It's kind of the dole season. But it's time to start getting ready to fly because the weather's looking nice, and the first event coming up is CFL FPV, and that will be the end of this month. Be sure to head down there. It is a fucking blast. It is so much fun. You'll want to come back year after year if you go. So try to go down there and support a good cause and have a blast for 4 days. Moving on. George, did you crack that NEWNESS open?
I did. Here, you want to
crack
take
the
one of
NEWNESS
these?
open. Let me see one of those pieces. Oh, shit. Look at, oh, damn. Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dude, that's like holding a Lamborghini in your hand. Oh, my God. Dude, look at the, holy shit, that foam is so stiff. Wow, man. I need a, holy shit, I know. Oh, I know. You don't have your soundboard set up. I'm not bullshitting you when I sit here and go, hot, damn. I actually want to have this one. This is the better one. Chris Click, I have to tell you, this is one sexy frame. I mean, it's melting in my fingertips with that NEWNESS. Unreal, dude. I mean, hands down. Blow me away. Holy shit. B,
You just cut the sections inside with a laser.
B, look at this, man. Can you see the, it's all pre-cut. The Elevon's pre-cut.
Is it done with a laser?
Yeah, he's laser cut that
is, like,
motherfucker.
super precise.
Yeah, dude. The cut on the Elevon is extremely precise, dude. Like, wow. Holy shit. It's built in. Continues the air.
That one?
This is RiteWing, Chris Click. I'm telling you, man, when he makes something, dude, that profile, that is thin. Whew. So everything's pre-cut in here. Everything's laser cut. Like, it's super precise. Are you looking at the other one?
Yeah, I am.
What do you got?
When did he start doing all this weight reduction? I haven't seen this in any other.
Yeah,
frame.
right. So we started asking for this about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we were putting them in our spec wings. And that's where, at least we were wanting it, was in our, for a racing standpoint, was to lighten it up. So continued on with that version because it was very successful. That's what I won the Commonwealth Games with, was a light and spec. It was a black one with all this cutouts, and it flew amazing. It was unbelievable. So this is basically, we're trying to make one for the other division, which is the sport class. And been working on this, and this is the first time I get to see what we've been talking about and hold it in my hand. It's fucking amazing. I mean, I have to keep giving it up. Like, this is looking at it on the screen is definitely not doing it any justice. Like, I could tell you're not going to be able to understand what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, amazing. It is stiff already. Like, feel how rigid that is.
Sure. What?
Oh, I love George's reaction. Sure. Anyways, going on.
No, I'm just curious why you guys haven't thought of going to like composites and other things like that to
RF.
speed things up.
RF, and then also the amount of destruction you're going to put into it. Like, you start getting into all that stuff, it's going to cost more.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the time invested in building it can be a lot more. And you're going to crash these, so they got to be somewhat durable.
Sure.
And these are they're more durable than you might think, even with all this cutout.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I believe it, but I'm surprised you guys don't think about covering stuff with like
Like what?
carbon fiber.
Oh no, because some people have done that, and it screws with your video. So carbon fiber just totally blocks
true.
your RF and your video. So that's why it hasn't come to the market. Like, people have talked about it, some people have protoed it, and it always ends in failure, and that's the major failure.
Well, that's weird because every bird that I've ever flown in the military is full carbon fiber.
So wait, hold on.
The whole bird's full carbon fiber.
Hold on. So Chris is talking to me in the background. So Chris, this is just a filler, right? So use the Elevons. Yeah, these are fillers. So as I stand corrected. So these are the filler, and use the balsam. I mean, I don't know why you couldn't do this though, right?
Yeah. Really.
You know, I mean, I don't know why you couldn't, Chris. I don't know why you. I mean, I'm just saying, bypass that and just incorporate it in, like kind of like what ToughWing did. Just do. I don't know. I'm not trying to slap a hornet's nest, but I'm being real. I'm just being honest. Could you do that? I mean, is that a feasible thing? Let me know and send me an IM. Because that would be really cool. I mean, because then it's already in, dude. And like, it might be you might not be able to get a true like rigid line and where it's just really precise. But either way, if you just template this, stick it on there, you're golden.
Right.
I mean, literally, you template this onto that Elevon, cut it, and then bevel the bottom with you round the bottom right here, just right here, and round it with the hand sander, and you're done. And then you slap it on there. It's gonna be cool as shit. What are we saying in the chat, Kathy? Brian, you're over there. You can at least do that because you are seeing the stream.
I'm over here looking at that.
Oh man, stay on topic. We're talking about this one. Don't look at that one. That one's down at my feet.
I couldn't help it.
I know. We're going to talk about that one because I want to get George's opinion on that one real quick. But we got to keep moving. You got to read comments because I can't do it all.
Yeah.
Are you on comments? Hey, Loco. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and read this round. After break, you can read the rest.
Joe Dunlap said, haha, he's getting hard over that wing.
I'm going to have to give a little you got it. You know me and that, but we spent half a show trying to find that thing when I deleted it. That was a whole funny fiasco.
He's in the right corner.
If you missed the previous episodes, be sure to go to Drone Hanger playlist. Go ahead.
Somebody's asking who the guy in the corner is.
Oh, right here? Oh, up here? That's behind Brian. You just don't recognize him because he's not wearing his Indiana Jones hat.
I'm not in the corner.
Yeah, you are. What everyone else is seeing, you are in the corner.
I'm top middle.
You are. He's not wearing his normal attire, his Indiana Jones hat. And he has been called the Indiana Jones of the Drone Hanger. So I'm like, yeah, there it is. You can only wear that on nights when it's the Drone Hanger. We have some rules. I'm breaking one of them right now, which is I have the lights on.
All my time, man. I always wear that. It's just
I don't know.
Came out of work,
I like this. I really do like this so
I'm wearing
far. Let me. What else you got in there?
Brain
As
SUV.
we just gazzed them all over this. Oh, by the way, 21 and over. Don't forget that. I forgot to tell you in the beginning.
Love
21 and
my
over. If you're going to be around this show, you absolutely have to be of age. And that's my requirement as a YouTuber. I have to make sure you all know this is not meant for children. So if you are under the age of 21, you need to go to bed, go home, go away. The rest of you adult children can continue to hang out and watch this nonsense. Go ahead, George.
Another bag of goodies, right?
So typical,
bag of goodies.
I like the motor mounts that are metal. I know some people may disagree. They may say, well, they bend if you land, which, yes, they can.
I like metal one.
I like the metal one because it dissipates the heat off the motor. That's why I like metal, especially with right here. That just gets rid of all that air, all that heat off that motor, keeps it nice and cool, and especially when you're really pushing that motor to its absolute limit. Go ahead. And typical mounting screws for the Coroplast bays. Bay covers. That's cool. Right here.
And let me open this.
Oh, that's the bay covers.
Yep.
So those are standard RiteWing bay covers. I think the middle right here is pretty much the same. Oh, although there is one difference. Let me see this real quick. Biggest difference right here is the whole damn thing is open. Look at that. Bam. That's big.
That's a big opening.
That's a big opening right there. Hello. If you're old enough to remember Romper Room, I see Brian. I see George. Anyways, I actually like that. I know it's really structurally. You might be thinking it's going to, really screw the pooch. I don't think so. But I think you can put 2 3S packs in here and run a 6S. I mean, you can do some modifications. Run 2 2S, make it a 4S pack, and but you're going to have to split it up for sure. I don't think you're going to be able to fit. I don't know. Let me see. Can you hold one of these?
Yeah.
I'm going to check with the. I got it right here on the old smart charger, courtesy of Spectrum, sending me this. Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, I hate you. I was talking to my phone, not Spectrum. Grab one of these batteries that we just used on their charger.
That's your 4S, right?
That's my 4S, dude. And it actually fits. I want to check it at the narrowest point, but I got to also remember there's Coroplast going in here. It might bulge it just a skosh on the top, but this is actually thin enough. And it's 100C, 3200 4S. Maybe. Possibly.
Might be enough to get it done.
Yeah, it might be enough. Might stick out a little bit on the top. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
I'll let you look at it.
Well, I mean, the only thing I really care about is what KV motor are you putting on that, right? Because
right.
you're running a 4S.
Right.
I mean, I think you're going to have the amperage on that. It says it's 100C.
Yeah.
So you're
We'll
gonna
see.
you're gonna have the amperage, but you know, it's really just about matching a motor that can spin at the right speed.
And I'm going to talk to Chris, and then I'm also going to solicit the RiteWing Nation, and they've done a few builds to find out exactly what motor they currently like on that frame. So, and then we'll tweak it. So it's challenge is accepted, because I've heard some mixed reviews about how they're having a difficult time with it, with the weight and something like that, and yada, 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 yada. Whatever. It's always something. So we'll figure it out. And ultimately, I'll post a video, a HD video if I can, because this is more designed to race. So when you, what I've found is on these race frames, every time you put an HD system on it, as far as like GoPro or RunCam or whatever, it throws off the characteristics so much that the best thing to do is just show you the DVR footage, because that shows you truly how it's flying in the conditions in which you're going to fly it. So we'll see what happens. So that was cool on that one. What else? Actually, I wanted to ask you a question, but that Sportster's amazing. The material is absolutely unbelievable. I cannot wait to get that one done. It's hard pressed to figure out which one I'm going to do first, because we're going to talk about the next frame after the commercial. But I want to ask George, what do you think? So you've seen a tough wing kit, and I've seen a RiteWing kit. Now this one's a prototype. And these two kits you're getting right here are, to me, and I'm a sponsor pilot, and we're prototyping stuff, which is that one. So you're not. I won't say it's everything that you would normally get in a kit, but pretty much. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I'm definitely in the category of person who wants to get to the field as fast as possible. Right.
They build quick. You're going to do more labor on this one than you're going to do on the Tough Wing, it looks like. Tough Wing looked like everything was just done. Like from laminate to everything. It was just, here it is, and go download the file from our website, and then you build it.
Sure.
Versus this one, you're going to do a little more, little more labor, but you're not going to do as much as the Sweet Wings. Sweet Wings are going to do a lot of labor. You're going to have to cut everything.
Well, I was just looking at my pictures, and I found out that Great Plains Revolver, that project, that's sitting in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 5.5 years.
5.5 years. I still we literally are a hanger for some people's shit. One of which is the real deal. George right here. He's got some frames, big balsals parked in the back.
Yeah, it's a Great Plains Revolver.
What's its wingspan on that one?
I don't actually recall. I think
it's
60.
Big. Yeah, it's big. I mean, it sits in it takes up one table, but it's cool. What are you doing back there, Brian? You are still live there, son. All right, just want to make sure again. It's not the official show. I guess anything happens. We zig and zag here on this show, but we have some information. We've gone through 2 frames. We've gone through Tough Wing with the Outlaw spec. We've now gone through RiteWing and the Sportster, which just blew me away. So what we're going to do is going to take another quick 5, and we're going to come up with our last frame. We're going to look at that one real quick, and then we're probably going to call it a night. And we're also going to tell you what's coming up for Sunday. So quick 5. We'll be right back. Time to go to the refill. Remember, 21 and older. We'll be right back.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rain? from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot eyes, trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold comfort to change. Did you exchange? Walk on hard in the wall for a lead role in a cage. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found the same old fear? Wish you were here.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to what do we call it? Newness Monday. Newness Monday. So it's been a good episode. We actually had a good time. I just got off the phone with Click. He was calling to explain a little bit more to me about the Sportster and the Elevon situation and how that works. And it's you're actually going to hinge it on the bottom and not the top. So traditionally, it's been hinged on the top. Right? Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, B?
Yep.
Man, here I go with the explanations, and maybe it's just for me more than anything. So I'm going to play it for myself then. And that's the Jeopardy theme song. I'm just in the mood for it. And that would be, how do you explain this? Basically, it's hinged on the bottom part of the frame, opposed to the top, which is normally where we hinge everything. So it's going to make it, he was saying, turn like slick as shit. Right?
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll find out. I don't want to pull it back out again because, and then that foam, it's from Germany. Man, oh my God, it's really crazy in this frame. Just simply a wow. So I'm pretty excited for it. I'm glad Chris sent it to me, and I'm excited to see what it does. 2 3S, run it 6S, run them in series. So run 2 3S, like 3000, as much as you can get in there, and run them in series, and there you go. So I'm thinking, if I'm going to run it in sport class, I'm run 2S, like 4000s. Then I'll have 4000 4S, right? Run in series. So that's what I'm thinking I might do. I'm going to experiment, see what I can get, see if I can get some more of these smart tech batteries in those requirements, those spec requirements, and then run it. And then, oh man, that'd be actually really, really cool. So I'll talk to Tom Cogswell and see if we can't get that done as part of this whole experiment for a new race frame for the sport class in WRA. Moving on, next frame. What do we got? Here we go. That's more of that Geron. That's right here. It's probably a frame that we've had in the past. I just hope it's the frame that I want, like the one I've been flying. I'm going to watch George here open the package. Still maintaining double digits, shockingly enough, on a Monday. Hope your Monday's doing well. Mondays typically suck. Brian, how's your Monday? Yeah,
Doing fine.
good. Yep, doing fine. He was driving a truck around on the farm. And George's still opening. We're going to wait a little longer, one more time. And looks like he's in it. Looks like he's had success. You in it?
I'm in it.
All right, he's in.
You ready?
Okay, what do you got?
It looks like you're going to be doing some painting.
I'm going to be doing some painting. Why, is it all white?
Yep. Unless
All right.
you got some.
No, on the all white ones, I just do a dusting of something, like orange and blue usually. Oh, it's a Velocity 48. So that's the one, or the Vol 48, which is, Chris has been so nice to add my name to that frame that's named after me. And some specs back in the day, a couple years ago, that I wanted to have the frame do. And this is what it is. And this is the one I've been flying lately. So if you've seen the latest HD videos that I've done, freestyling, it's been on this. Oh, wow, shit. Oh, motherfucker, really? Oh, shit. No way, man. It's lighting. Oh,
man.
shit. Oh, man. Oh, I got to play that one. I like this one right here because this is how I feel like. Oh, what the fuck? Woo! Yeah. No, he didn't.
That song was hilarious.
Yeah. We don't have to do it twice, so we can do it once. It's fine. That's all we need. But anyways, Chris, that's fucking cool. So the ones I've been flying are the older version of the Velocity 48. So like the second production run, probably. Well, obviously the prototype. I ran that for a while. Then I ran a second production run with Gallagher. Rob Gallagher built it. Kind of made its way back to me from Marty Booth. I flew that one. That's the one I did with the latest videos. That was much stiffer than the original prototype, which was black foam, much more squishy. And the current version, including this one, is a much more rigid foam, so like a 2-1 probably density on the EPP. And it looks like it's been modified in little spots here, like back here on the motor area. It's obviously lightened. Just simply blown away, man. I cannot wait to fly this. I hate it when he sends me these new ones like this. They're really, really cool. Sometimes I don't want to fly them because they're just that awesome. But what do you think, man?
Well, I mean, I can see why. I know what you're going to do to it.
What
You're fearless.
Yeah.
You'll try pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's the one. Durability is going to be my concern on this one. I love the way it looks, though. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I could see putting LEDs in this bitch, but I don't want to go that far because it tends to be just a pain in the ass. But I don't know. It's very cool. I don't know which one I want to build first, honestly. I know the Sportster is going to take a little while because I talked to Click, and he and I are going to work on that one together to really get that one refined. And there's obviously some modifications and some tweaking that has to be done, again, on that frame. This one, these come as a kit. So, yeah, you're just going to trim the spars, and that's pretty much all you're going to do. You just lay them down, glue them in, just like you would on any other frame that you get in these pre-cut, pre-laser cut bays for the spars. Everybody's the same way. Some pre-cut, like ToughWing did, pre-cut the spars. RiteWing, you have to cut them yourself, and he does include the spars. They should be in the box.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Does he have laminate in there? Man, if he has laminate, that's the shit. Typical spars, you always get a grip. I tend to probably get a little more than, I don't know. I think it's the same. I think it's a kit. Anyways, if you want to get this, reach out to Chris Click at RiteWing. Ask for the Velocity 48. Say you saw it here on the drone hanger, and I watched that NEWNESS with that GYSOT microphone. Talk about it. And he'll make sure to cut it for you, and if he's got them in stock. There you go. And he was on earlier. Maybe we'll have him on next weekend. We'll see what happens. Recycle through all my sponsors and friends, and keep the show live. Reminder, if you guys want to be featured in this coming week's video segment for pilots, be sure to send me a link, tag me in it in your social media. That way I'll make sure to go to it, and if I like it, we'll put it in there.
How do you feel about this
we got some more coming in already this week.
hybrid motor mount?
Oh, is this the metal then plastic?
Yep.
This is about as far as I go with the plastic. Is right here. I want to see a different mod, and I just want to see the back. And maybe it fits in there well. We'll see what happens. But plastic, you got to have the metal, but it's still not transferring the heat. That's the only thing. I like the metal because the metal, I can adjust the motor. You know, I can bend it around if I need to, and then also the getting rid of the heat factor. And especially now, you know how it is out here. It gets hot. It's hot. So
you really think it helps? I mean, so
it does.
So the extra piece of metal, I mean, it's only going to be good until it basically normalizes, right? So it'll work for bursts, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not like you have.
It's not going to be a continuous thing. It's only.
Yeah, like think like a
certain
heat sink.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Without that extra surface area, it's only going to be so good having a block.
I follow what you're saying. At one point, it was all plastic. He did one run with it, but anyways, we're moving off a little topic because, well, let me see all this. So this is all the bits and pieces. So these are your verts right here, your core blast top and bottom covers, and your winglets on the end. Man, I really want to build this because because it's my frame. And I love the way it flies. Like I asked Chris exactly what I wanted to have the frame do, and it delivered. And it's delivered. I mean, there's videos up now, the past ones that I've done that I absolutely cherish. I think they're some of the best flights I've ever done in my life, and they were on this frame. And it was a 48-inch frame that I'm flying around in these places making these videos. Brian, what do you think? Latest videos, best ones?
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty good. I think so too.
Yeah.
I'll give myself an applause on that one, I guess, right? So, oh, what did I do right there? I wanted to hit this, but anyways, it's a great frame. I don't make the frame. I just asked what I wanted, and Chris delivered, and he did definitely knock that shit out of the park and pound the piss out of it and make sure he delivered what I asked. So that's really cool. I mean, that light and frame is. I haven't never flown one 48 in that design like that. So let's read what the Chatty Cathy's saying there, Brian. We got B.
Miss Bandino was talking about how it's going to snow, and then it's going to be 70 degrees.
No, yeah, that's typical going out of the winter season and going into spring. Starts to have those massive fluctuations. Yeah, crazy weather fluctuations. It was great today. The weather's been beautiful. It's going to be beautiful again tomorrow. I think Wednesday gets shitty. What else are they saying in Chatty Cathy land?
She's been wanting a Velocity 48 as well.
You know who to reach out to.
Nothing at the moment. Hardcore 48 if I get motivated.
Sure, say it again.
Mad Sloper says nothing at the moment. Hardcore 48 if I get motivated.
I guess they're talking about building. I think he's saying earlier, what are you building? And he said nothing yet. Looks like Big Lou is saying he's leaving the East Coast. That sucks.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give him a little awe on that one because I love Big Lou. Big Lou's the shit. So I guess he's moving away from this side of the country and going out west, which is gonna be cool because I guess he's going to be closer to Click. And all those guys out there, it's trying to bridge the gap, start flying with the West Coast people. Windy and cold here in NorCal, says James Omega. Match Lover. Good winter weather for the West Coast. Fart noise. Did you play fart noise or something? Big Lou says he heard it. Hey, Jorge's in the house. What up, what up? New show scheduled. Pop-up show. Should call these pop-up shows. Anyway, sounds like he's messing with a transmitter. What do you think about that one, George?
Again, these are both going to be slightly more challenging builds.
Yeah, be a lot more. Yeah, you'd have to have some time under your belt a little bit. You definitely want to learn on something else, get some skills under your belt, and then come and get a RiteWing. Because that really is, when you're getting a RiteWing, you're getting, you've seen it. It speaks for themselves. Those are high-end frames. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Very.
Yeah,
very.
There's a professional end frames. It's your top tier right there. That's where it's at. I mean, some people can argue that all day, and that's all you're going to be doing is arguing with yourself. I mean, those really are the shit.
So I'm looking at all this stuff, right, and I'm thinking about video systems. So you're worried about, throwing the weight off with adding, GoPros and extra run cams.
Except for that. That one actually can handle it.
Right. This 48?
Yeah, the 48 can.
Well,
48 you can actually Broseph and other people do. They make TPU camera mounts that are cut or printed so they can fit like a GoPro Session or something to that effect, and then your FPV camera next to it, which is what I did on my previous 48. which is
Okay.
at the house. I need to show you that. So, and on that frame, there's so much room in that bay that you can adjust you can get the CG down by adjusting the battery around.
I mean, so could you solve some of these problems by just trying to record on the plane as from your FPV instead of DVR
Yeah.
at the ground?
Yeah. So the ideal situation is I want to go and use the DJI FPV system that they have.
Yeah.
So I was kind of leading there, and I didn't want to do it on my own, but
That's
like,
okay. I got
so-
you. We'll guide this ship in, man.
So
This is called the zigging and the zagging of the shows that we do. That's why we play the Benny Hill song. Credit to them. Copyright slam number 5. Going for 5. Go ahead.
So have you tried it? The DJI system?
Yes, I have. So Ed Ricker, who comes on here, guys in Chattacaptan, guys and gals in Chattacaptan land know him. He's been on the show. He's a huge YouTuber. He's big. He's got 100,000+ subscribers. He gets all those products in and gets to test them and review them, and we fly with him locally. So over the past, 4 months, how long has it been out? However long it's been out, I've been lucky enough to try it and fly it multiple times.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's been out a little while now.
Yeah, I
right?
love it, man. That's what you need on a wing. They don't realize it, but
I don't
in
even think
the fixed wing FPV world community, that thing has been something that we needed for a long time.
So I guess my big concerns with digital, right, are that when it cuts out, it just cuts out.
Cuts out.
Right.
It doesn't.
There's no
It
warning.
does. It does. There are warnings though. Actually, on this one,
When it lags.
it lags. So, like in a quad world, when flying with Ed and Rue and whatnot, I've even suggested, when I get my system and I fly quad around, I'm going to take one flight, just an initial flight. I'm going to fly it around to the edge where I start seeing it get like semi choppy, laggy, I guess, and establish those boundaries, and then come back and then go, okay, I know I can only go to this and this and this. That's my max radius, if you will, and then go at it. Because once you've established that boundary, sky's the limit, dude. Like, there's no lag. Like, yes, there's some latency. I don't really notice it. Like, I don't know why. I just doesn't really click with my head that there's some latency there. Some people say they notice it. Some, like myself, say they don't.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be awesome on a wing.
Sure.
They go far, man. The system goes a damn good range, and the penetration, if you use the right antennas on the goggles.
Oh, you said penetration.
Yeah. Shit, that's why you need your soundboard, man. I'm not ready for all that one. Prepping for the show. But anyways, it penetrates through concrete, all this shit. It blows your mind. You're like, I cannot believe you're flying better and through more shit with an HD system than you do with analog.
Right, and I thought the cost, honestly, is pretty much the same as getting top-tier goggles and an analog system. I don't know what the difference is.
Really, when you add it all up, it's about the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a
intimidating
little bit more
at first as, a system.
Yeah, because it's new. And it's expensive.
I mean,
well, it's not more if you
the
take
air units are expensive.
It's not
HD
more.
camera.
That's what I'm saying. It's not actually more, right? It's really pretty decent deal.
For what you get out of it, I think absolutely. Sorry, guys, part of the interruption. I forgot to cut my phone off. For what you get, I think it's the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, I think
I
so
mean,
too.
best bang for your buck.
I mean, because you're buying a whole system, so it's easy to be sticker shy.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, picking off a camera here and then, a transmitter there, and then you already have we're all invested in goggles, right? Like, who here doesn't have a set of goggles at this point that they're invested in?
Right.
So it does hurt to go and
you have to get the new goggles, and you have to get a new video transmitter camera combo, the whole thing. So
the whole thing.
it is a
system,
a whole system that you got to leap into. But like this past weekend, bro, all the guys that were flying on yesterday when we went to go fly, all except for me, all were flying DJI FPV systems, and they were having a blast. They were flying. It's so cool now. I'm sorry to jump topic here real quick, but the one thing that I've noticed with all these HD systems now flying together, especially mini quads, they do now more formation flying. Like Ed and Rue and them and Jorge were flying more. Like they were just chasing each other around. It was really cool, and they were really tight. But it's because they can see each other. It's so clear. Yeah. Like you can do that. You can see a quad now.
That was some of the most fun that I've had. Is like flying formation and flying with other people without stepping on each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely, man. It's a lot of fun, and they were having a blast. And I just think on a wing like this, if we can eliminate on these wings the need to have a GoPro on there, that's tremendous. It solves so much weight. You can add more battery in, get more flight time. It's going to fly the way it was designed because it doesn't have that billboard on the front killing that air. What's that be?
I'm going to use it with the receiver too because that saves even more weight.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about just the HD, getting your HD recording. So when you want to get an HD recording, you always have to hoist up a GoPro, and it always kills the aerodynamics of the plane, and it kills the way it flies, the way it truly flies. So
makes it harder to get CG too.
But the only problem right now, currently, is you still can't compare the image that a GoPro gives you versus what DJI is going to give you. DJI is going to give you an HD quality, but it's not a GoPro image. So like you're still missing that. That's what dilutes it a little bit. That's why it's not so big. If they once they do achieve that goal, getting that image to be recording as well as GoPro, it's done. That's it. There you go. For at least for this niche market right here,
right.
And for quads itself, I think that will be the done. Seal the deal. Goodbye GoPro. Goodbye all the adding that extra weight, and they'll just run that.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't have the money to be on the bleeding edge every single
Right.
round of products,
Yep.
I mean, how long do you think? So, just to backtrack a little bit, I was going to ask you actually what you thought about, and you said it already. You go and find your limits already of how far you can fly, and then I know I have an idea the way you fly. You find some different cool things that you want to hit.
Exactly.
It's not just it's somewhat planned, thought about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Where I go is not where normal people are going to go.
Yeah, you find these really interesting, just routes through things.
Yeah,
and you find these really cool lanes that you can hit.
Yeah, I call them runs, like skiing.
Yeah.
You find a run.
Yeah,
you make
exactly.
a run. That's the way I always equate the way I fly is like skiing.
Yeah,
I fly like I ski in a way, some ways. Not when I'm inverted, but the carving stuff. That's totally like skiing to me.
Yeah, you find these really cool runs that I wouldn't even think to go find. I guess that just comes with practice, experience.
Yeah, it's just time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you fly, the better you get. That's the only difference between me and most everybody else. I just have more. I've had more time, and I also had the luxury of having more gear. When they actually ruin and that's another topic we're going to talk about on the weekend about sponsors, how it is to get sponsored, or how hard it is, and what's blocking a lot of people from progressing their skill sets.
I'm afraid of breaking my stuff.
Afraid of breaking your stuff. So I know we're going to try. I'm trying to get Rue on this Sunday. Part of this is going to be, again, like I said, we're going to tell you some other things we're going to be talking about on Sundays, the official Drone Hangar show, and that's another topic. So I don't want to give away everything. Let's go ahead, take our last break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to talk a few more minutes, and then we're going to say our goodbyes, adieu, right? Is it adieu?
Yeah.
Choose?
I do, yes.
All right, I think it's something like that. But anyways, take a quick 5. We'll be right back, guys. I definitely got to go to the bathroom. Definitely. I definitely. Just a number one. I mean, seriously. I'm not going to divulge everything, but I definitely have to go back. Brian, you have to go to the bathroom? Well, it's fine, Brian. Safety meeting. All right, we'll be back in 5.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell? tell a dream field on a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot eyes, trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold comfort change. Did you exchange? Walk on hard in the wall for a lead role in a cage. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found the same old fear? Wish you were here.
There's the.
What up, everybody? Mics are hot. Welcome back to Newness Monday. Is that what we called it? Monday at Newness? Newness Monday? What the hell did we call it?
I think it called it the Monday News.
Monday Newness?
Monday
I can't fucking remember. Anyways, it was cool. I had a blast doing this impromptu. I think George was calling it something. Jorge was, not real deal. Something else. Anyways, I had a great time. What do you got right there, Brian?
This is the. I call it Lazarus.
Lazarus. You come up with some interesting names for your
This is the one
aircraft.
that got shot with
You
the
and
shotgun.
Belinda are two peas in a pod when it comes to your aircraft because you guys like to name them. Well, actually, I mean, I named, actually that I didn't name Mad Max the mini direct that. Chris named that one on mine. He called it Mad Max, and that's where that derived from. That looks pretty cool. It looks kind of old. Is that new?
This is the one that got shot out of the tree.
Make sure you bring it. Is that just bring it on Sundays for show and tell? We'll do it for show and tell. Do you have anything that you're gonna be teasing for Sunday? That you have anything? Do you have
Just
more?
the video with the memes in it.
Oh yeah, Brian's got a little video with some memes that are towards the cause of the. Do I need to play this one? This is the music, by the way, real deal, that we use for this segment. Hallelujah. The FAA regulations.
Yes.
This is the song we play because
No new regulations.
when Marty hears this song, he gets a FAA boner I swear to God, he gets so happy, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
And so we have a very spirited debate. So we're definitely going to be having that. It's one segment of the show. We'll have a guest for sure. And we'll be talking about some other things. I know George is going to be here, so we definitely have one guest. We're going to have a couple more. But George is going to come here, and he's going to be in that debate that we're going to have for that one segment. It'll be 30 minutes. You got to keep it at that, because if we don't, the show will run way too long, and we got things to do. We will also be talking about other things in the news and showcasing new videos from pilots from around the country, around the world that we've seen, that we like. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you tag us in your description or wherever you can put tags, and put Shelby Vol in there, and we'll make sure to take a look at it. Brian, are you going to bring anything? I know it's your turn to buy dinner. What's on the dinner menu for us here at the Drone Hangar and the gang? Oh wait, hold on. Got to give you the thinking song. Hold on, I got to give you the thinking song. Give you the thinking song. What are you going to get us? Come on.
I haven't made up my mind yet.
You going to be cheap? You going to be cheap like Marty, buy a $5 pizza?
No, I don't do that.
He redeemed himself because he went and bought his Chinese, but it cost him a fucking tail light.
Yeah.
And a quarter and a front corner panel on a truck, right? Am I wrong?
Yep.
What was the damage? What was the damage? If y'all don't recall, last episode, Marty went to go get us our dinner, like tradition. And if you don't know that, we have tradition here. We eat dinner prior to the show going live, and every week we rotate around who gets to buy it for everybody. And last episode, it was Marty's turn, and Marty went to get his Chinese, and he backed up straight into motherfucking Brian's truck. Not even was it a truck, your truck. It wasn't really your truck.
No.
That's
what made it
that's
even
more of
better.
a that's just bad. And then Marty sat there for a while, so go back and watch the previous episode if you want to get filled on what we do and the craziness and all the fun we have and all the information we give. And you also see that little incident. What's that?
I'm bringing my truck Sunday, though. He don't want to hit that thing.
What are you going to do? Put battling ram spikes on it and shit? So like if he backs up, he really fucks his car up, but not yours? I mean, I don't know.
It's a 2500 HP Silverado.
It's a what? Silverado?
Yeah, it's a big diesel.
He's going to take out his window. He's going to take out his rear window before he does anything. But, George, what did you think about the show, man? You've never been on. I mean, you haven't been on in a year. What do you think?
Yeah, I was on last year, wasn't I?
Yeah, it was last year,
I
way back.
I was playing Vanna White last year, too. So.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. We appreciate you coming by, and we look forward to having him on Sunday for the spirited debate. And we'll have other guests as well and more information. We always go to destination information on the Drone Hangar. And I had a great time. I'm glad everybody showed up. Thanks to RiteWing. Thanks to ToughWing first for sending me that wing, the Outlaw spec, and George, out of all three, I'm guessing that would be the one you build out of that lot.
Which one do you think I'd build?
The ToughWing, the black one, the first one we opened.
So that's the one that I think I would build because it's the easiest to build and I would be up and flying quick. But
right.
But really, that what'd you call it? The Sportster?
Yeah, the Sportster.
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Yeah. I totally agree. That's for sure the winner. I mean, even that Velocity 48 looks good. But still, that Sportster is just on a whole nother level, man. So I want to say a huge thank you to Brian and then Chris Chris Click at RiteWing and Brian over at ToughWing for sending me all these products. Chris, thank you again for letting me work with you on that Sportster and come up with a design. I can't wait to see how it flies. And of course, as always, thank you for that Velocity 48 lightened. I'm speechless a lot of times when he sends me stuff because it's such amazing crap, man. I mean, it's golly, like. Oh, I cannot wait to see how these things fly. It's NEWNESS Monday. So we will do a abbreviated version of Friday the Shit Show. We'll see how long it lasts. No more than an hour. And then if you miss that, that's cool. We don't mind. Be sure to not miss on Sunday live at 8 p.m. Eastern. We try to hit it right on the money for the Drone Hangar. We'll have Marty, Beehive Brian, Rotor Ranch, Belinda, which is Mrs. Bandito, which is the new member of the Drone Hangar and the gang, which is awesome sauce. We'll have her on as well, and it's going to be a great time. So we'll have the gang. Everybody's going to be here. It's going to be a blast. So until next, you want to say goodbye, Brian? What's your goodbye?
Later.
That's it? You don't have some other cool way to send everybody out? Say goodbye? You need to work on that, son. You need to work on that, man. You need to work on that. Come on, son. George, you got anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just really excited for Sunday. I was talking to Marty, and I got obviously, a bit of experience and some opinions about where we came from in regulation. So it actually, not to spoil it, but I mean, just to fly a military aircraft, we had to go hire, a chase plane for, $500 an hour to fly our military aircraft around in national airspace. So the fact that you guys can fly around recreationally.
I can see where you're going. This is why you want to tune in on Sunday, because he's got a whole different perspective. He's going to be on Team Marty, and then over here is going to be Team Shelby. So on the other side of the monitor, you're going to be sitting over there with Marty. You're going to have less lights.
Yeah.
You're going to have less lights. Over here, you get all the lights. We'll be over on this side. But either way, we actually have the Skype all set up for him, so we'll be able to see you, George. But it's going to be cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time. And we will see you all Friday and Sunday for sure, okay? Until next time, remember, as I always say, go get you some. Love you all. Here comes Smooches, Brian. I actually want to do it this way. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all over there in the Chatty Cathy land for tuning in. Thank you, George. Real deal, George. Thank you, Beehive Brian. Thank you to one man Party Marty who didn't fucking show up, decided it was more important to eat and stuff his gullet than come over here and hang out with his brother. But nonetheless, we're going to have a great time on Sunday for sure, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, the drone hangar. We love you all. Until next time, remember, go get you some of that. I love you. We're out. Ryan. Smooches. Later, folks. We're out.